Sarkar, a system professor in the Chemical Engineering Department of LGIT Ahmedabad. In this lecture, I am going to start new topic of the computer-aided process synthesis. So let's start. You can see on the screen, chapter name is Synthesis of Heat Exchanger Networks and topic is Synthesis of Heat Exchanger Network. Means here we are going to study basic concept of this chapter, that is nothing but synthesis of heat exchanger networks. But before starting this, you should know what is the meaning of heat exchanger. So heat exchanger is nothing but it is a one type of a device by using which we can exchange heat from one body to another body by indirect contact of the various fluid streams. So you can see on the screen, this is the important points related to the heat exchanger. You can see definition of heat exchanger is nothing but a heat exchanger is a device designed to efficiently transfer or exchange heat from one matter to another. Okay, for example, I told you in distillation column we are using two heat exchangers. First one is a reboiler. Reboiler is being used in a distillation column to provide heat to the liquid stream. By using the liquid stream, we are getting vapors. Okay, means providing heat from the reboiler and we are generating vapors from the liquid stream. After that, those vapors are coming to the top section and those vapor streams are transferring to the condenser. Condenser is another heat exchanger which is being used in a distillation column, which is used to condensing the vapor stream. Okay, so these are nothing but heat exchangers which are being used in chemical industry to exchange heat between various fluid streams. Next point is, when a fluid is used to transfer heat, the fluid could be liquid such as water or oil or could be moving air. I told you in heat exchanger we can use various fluid streams. Those are nothing but air or any fluid, means those can flow. Those streams can flow, that is nothing but liquid or vapor, or I can say air. Okay, so we can use here fluid could be liquid such as water, oil or could be moving air. After that, the most well-known type of the heat exchanger which is used in chemical industries in current scenario, that is nothing but shell and tube heat exchanger. Okay, in previous lecture I have discussed with you shell and tube heat exchanger in detail, where I told you what is the significance of baffle, what is the significance of tube side, what is the significance of shell side. Okay, after that, what is the meaning of parallel flow heat exchanger, co-current flow heat exchanger and cross current flow heat exchanger. Okay, so you can see now in this lecture I am going to discuss with you heat exchanger network. What is the significance of heat exchanger network? Why this is necessary? Okay, so in chemical industry this concept is important to get the process integration. So process integration is nothing but we are minimizing the various utilities which is being used in a chemical industries by using heat exchangers. Means here we are replacing various utilities, cold utilities or hot utilities by heat exchangers. So how to implement this heat exchanger network, you can see on the screen. I am considering here process plant. Okay, first point is many streams need heating or cooling, that is nothing but external heating or external cooling. After that, utilities like hot air, hot oil, steam for heating. So for heating purpose we can use external utilities, that is nothing but hot air, second one hot oil and steam. Okay, so these are nothing but hot utilities which is being used in chemical industries for heating purpose. Okay, similarly you can see utilities like air, okay, or I can say cold air, water and chilled water. After that, refrigerant for cooling. So these are nothing but external cooling utility. For example, you can see refrigerant, chilled water, water and air, that is nothing but cooled air. After that, you can see efforts to be made for reducing the use of utilities. I told you what is the meaning of process integration and what is the meaning of heat exchanger network. Okay, process integration is nothing but we are implementing based heat exchanger network here. For that purpose, we are replacing various utilities by using heat exchangers. Or I can say in simple words, we are minimizing process utilities. Those are nothing but hot utilities and cold utilities by using this concept. You can see here, efforts to be made for reducing the use of utilities, that is nothing but heat exchanger network. So how to reduce those use of the utilities? That is nothing but by using heat integration concept. You can see there, this can be done by heat integration concept. Okay, so what is the meaning of heat integration? Heat integration implies heat exchange between cold and hot streams. Okay, this reduces the use of utilities. But how to exchange heat? By using heat exchanger. Okay, so that is nothing but heat integration concept can be implemented by the heat exchangers. Network of heat exchangers, that is nothing but heat integration. Heat integration means we are exchanging heat between the cold and hot utilities. You can see on the screen, heat integration implies heat exchange between the hot and cold streams. We are exchanging heat, okay, between the cold and hot streams. This is a very important concept for your GATE examination as well, where patient may be asked like this: identify the concept of heat integration where we are exchanging heat between the cold and hot utilities like this, okay. Or I can say how to means minimize the hot utilities and cold utilities. So by using heat integration concept, you can accomplish this concept. After that, this reduces the usage of the utilities, but it increases the usage of the heat exchangers. But it increases the use of the heat exchangers. We are minimizing the utilities, cold utilities or hot utilities, but we are increasing the heat exchangers, okay. Next concept, however, this increases the number of heat exchangers. After that, heat exchanger synthesis. Now next concept is heat exchanger synthesis. So what is the meaning of heat exchanger synthesis? You can see on the screen, it means designing a network, heat exchanger network. We are designing here heat exchanger network so that using minimum number of heat exchangers, the usage of the utilities can also be minimized. Okay, whenever you are minimizing the process utilities, those are nothing but external utilities, those are cold utilities or hot utilities, you are minimizing those utilities by using heat exchangers. But at the same time, you have to keep in mind, you have to use minimum number of the heat exchangers. Okay, means we are minimizing the heat utilities, those are nothing but hot or cold, okay, but we are using the heat exchangers, that also minimum value. Then and then I can say there is heat integration with the minimum number of the heat exchangers. Then and then the cost, overall cost will be minimized, otherwise cost will remain same, okay. Now next concept is synthesis of heat exchanger network. So how to accomplish this concept? You can see there are different techniques of the synthesis of heat exchanger network. First technique is a pinch technique analysis. I will explain this technique in next lecture, where we are using the pinch technique, means how to find minimum cold utility requirement, how to find minimum hot utility requirement, how to find number of utilities requirement, okay, how to find number of heat exchanger network, heat exchanger required, okay. All this concept we will see in next slide, and pinch technique I will explain in special lecture.